For the narcissist, deception is a way of life. They pretend to be on your side. They pretend that they have your best interests at heart. They're looking after you. And they work hard to get on your side. And they do this by being someone who's very relatable to you. They apply intense mirroring techniques. And the result of that is that they end up coming across as somebody who bears almost a special soul connection with you. And with that intense connection, you believe they are trustworthy. You believe they have your back. And you start to open up your trust to them. It's like, because of the intense relatability and the intense connection that they form with you, it's almost as if you don't trust. It's as if you don't trust them, you don't even trust yourself. So it's hard not to open up your trust. And the narcissist basically stays in this character. It can be a long time. They stay in this character until you find yourself in a place of vulnerability. In a position where something of value of yours can now be taken with relative ease. It's like the narcissist has been waiting for this moment patiently. And now they see it. So they take some form of action. They deceive you. They take something from you. They take advantage of you. Which of course leaves you confused. It keeps you wondering how someone that you trusted so much and believed to be so trustworthy, you thought they were understanding, compassionate, how they could morph into this heartless opportunist. Here's the thing. It's not just you they've deceived, but they also deceive themselves. They tell themselves a very deceptive story. That had they not taken advantage of you, you would have taken advantage of them. So in a way, they just acted first and they beat you to it. That's the way they think. A dog eats dog world. Or maybe, if they don't convince themselves that you are about to attack them in some way, they form some reason in their head of why you were deserving of their deceptive move on you. And ultimately, they don't feel guilty for what they did, because they've deceived themselves, justifying their brutal act through their own self-deceptive narrative. And that's the way narcissists go about themselves. That's the way they survive. That's the way they succeed, if they succeed. That's the way they live their lives. It's the survival of the fittest, most clever, most cunning. And sometimes if they still don't feel great about it, and they need to put their conscience at ease, or whatever semblance of conscience that they do have, they just tell themselves that you were somebody who had a lot to learn, and they've just taught you a valuable lesson, and you should be thankful. They probably won't say that to you, but it's something that they think. As you can see, they put many spins on it. They can play the narrative in many ways so that they're convinced that they've done no wrong and they don't have to feel guilty. So they do deceive others, but they deceive themselves even more, which is great for them because that means they can take advantage of people without guilt.